Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wrestle Horror. Greetings, viewers and listeners. Meathook Jim here, the Wrestle Horror podcast. With me, as always, can't do it without him, my co-host Donnie Hoover. Donnie, the Arnold. What a show!
Oh yeah, what a weekend! Exhausting weekend.
Oh, exhausting doesn't even begin to describe it. And you did way more than I did. I can't even imagine how you did it all, from setup to teardown. But the overall payoff was very, very positive.
Oh yeah, it was an amazing weekend. A lot of good stuff happened.
And you know, Friday to Sunday, we actually ended up having 6 shows over those 3 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
6 full wrestling shows.
Yep, we kind of switched Sunday up and mixed things up because of the Impact Gut Check Challenge and stuff that happened. And so we ended up just making Sunday mostly a wrestling show besides our WrestleFit class. So yeah, we ended up doing 6 shows instead of 5.
And, you know, all these shows were amazing. Each show was roughly 2.5 hours long, all kinds of action, some high flying stuff, some ground and pound. There was a little bit for everybody. And quite frankly, the crowds astounded me as to who was watching us perform.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like I said, there was all kind of people, you know, like I said, especially Saturday. I didn't realize how many people, because of where I was just running around like crazy all weekend. I didn't realize how many people was actually sitting around watching. And until I saw like the videos and the pictures and stuff, but you know, yeah, it was crazy.
And not just in the seats, but I mean, we had standing room only for at least 3/4 of Saturday, with people just enjoying the action, because New Ohio Wrestling was putting out a great quality product. We had some great talent, not just our local talent, but we had brought in some talent from other promotions, and they all brought it to the ring and entertained everybody. A lot of people really appreciate what we're doing. And, you know, funny enough, former WWE superstar Mojo Rawley was in the audience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Recording and talking with the Savage gentleman, Victor Benjamin. And Crosshairs Kelly decided to rough up Victor Benjamin, and he got all of that on his podcast, Game Day.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I got to talk to him a little bit when he came up, and I was kind of ribbing him a little bit. And he was standing there and he was talking to everybody, and he was a really friendly guy. And, you know, the high energy you seen when he was Mojo Rawley is legit in real life too. You know, you could just tell he was full of energy and ready to burst, you know, and trying to hold himself in. And I just kind of walked up to him and I was like, dude, what are you doing? I was like, your third match. I was like, why are you out here? And he just like got this biggest grin, and he's like started bouncing up down. He's like, oh shoot, you got me booked. I was like, yeah, man. And like we started laughing and, you know, joking and stuff. But yeah, he was fun. He was a lot of fun. Real cool dude.
You know, we had bodybuilders, and all kinds of people attending the Arnold were really attracted to New Ohio Wrestling and what we were doing, which, from what I understand, that they were very happy with us, and they've invited us back next year.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I figure we would, you know, have to prove ourselves again, just like before, like we always do, you know, to prove that we belong there. And I was expecting to hear something like after it was all over with, you know, and there was a couple weeks went by, but they came up to us Saturday. And apparently, I guess Arnold and, you know, the other producers and the people that do the Arnold, create the Arnold, there's cameras up in the booths or the lofts or whatever they're called. And they point down to all the events. And I guess they kept, you know, my guy that was helping us, you know, our Arnold representative, I kept calling him my handler, but I don't think that's what, you know, I don't know what his true title was, but he said that they were watching the videos, and that he said they were real impressed with our, you know, the way the crowd was coming over to us. And he said when they would look at the monitor and stuff, they would always see, you know, a good crowd there. So, you know, on Saturday, so we were real pleased with that. And they came down and said they wanted us to come back next year. So, you know, as of right now, you know, like I said, never say never. And, you know, things can always change, but as of right now, we're scheduled to be back next year.
And, what a feather in New Ohio Wrestling's cap, because we've mentioned it before, but the only other professional wrestling promotion that has ever done the main floor at the Arnold Expo is the WWE.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, I mean, that's got to speak volumes for New Ohio Wrestling and, Ohio wrestling and indie wrestling in general.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it was a big honor, obviously. And, and like I said, everybody we had come work for us and stuff that weekend, you could tell that it was a special moment for all of them as well. The attitudes were great. They're, like I said, everybody, it was a long weekend for everybody. We were there 3 days. People get tired, some people get cranky, things happen, but for the most part, I'd say 99% of the weekend was fantastic. And it just goes to show, though, how we build our locker room and how professional everybody is, and that we can do something like that. Because I mean, one show on a Saturday night's bad enough. It's stressed enough. Not doing 2 shows on Friday, 2 shows on Saturday, 2 shows on Sunday, plus the Ohio Pro Wrestling Academy was there doing their demonstrations and training, and then the Wrestle Fit, Superman Onyx was in there doing Wrestle Fit demonstrations. So that's a lot of stuff that be going on.
It is. And we had a couple of hiccups, minor hiccups. Talent wasn't ready, or the music was wrong, or we didn't have music.
Yeah.
But we worked through it, and in the end, a lot of things the spectators didn't even notice.
No. I'll say for the issues we did have, and for doing, like I said, 6 wrestling shows and 3 demonstrations and 3 Wrestle Fits, I'll take it. I'll put up with those issues anytime. It's like, heck, I'd be all right with putting up with something simple like that for just one show, let alone 3 days a weekend.
It was a heck of a weekend, and it's probably one of the biggest weekends New Ohio Wrestling's ever had, if not the biggest.
Oh yeah. It's definitely was the biggest event we've ever done, for sure. Absolutely. Like I said, it was a total of 24 hours of content. And like I said, it was just nonstop. And especially for me and Terry and some people, behind the scenes, like my day started, we didn't, it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday was the Arnold, but my weekend started Saturday or Tuesday night, because Tuesday night after, our training class, we basically broke the ring down, loaded up all the stuff we needed into the U-Haul, and then got it all ready. And then Wednesday morning, we was up again and drive down the convention center, get there, get everything unloaded. So Wednesday we're setting up, we get it most of the way done. So we come back Thursday, and which I didn't anticipate this, but I was wanting to get most of it done Wednesday and then do a little bit like the little last minute touches Thursday morning. And then Thursday afternoon, me and Onyx was going to walk around and network with people and meet people and do that. But we forgot about our gift bags, our gimmick bags we were handing out to the crowd, and we hadn't put them all together. So we had to spend most Thursday, doing those bags and getting all that stuff done. Plus, the other stuff with the ring and getting it all ready and running all the wire, the electrical cables. And so, so we'd miscalculated our time. And so we didn't get to do much networking, but, we had a few people come up to us and reach out to us. So that was good. But, like I said, it was, just a crazy day. And so Wednesday and Thursday was all set up. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as was just, from start to finish, just nonstop go. I think I stopped one time each day to eat me some Chick-fil-A sandwiches. So, they had a Chick-fil-A right by us, which was awesome. So I had a spicy chicken and a regular chicken, every day, except for Sunday. Me and Terry actually got the little bowls from the little Mexican stand there, kind of like a Chipotle bowl. And we kind of sat in the crowd and actually sat down and watched and enjoyed it for, 10 minutes or whatever. Actually, it was the Wrestle Fit stuff we were watching. So, but yeah, and then Sunday, broke down, loaded everything back up, and which, all of the other 4 million vendors were doing the same thing at the same time. So it was chaos. And then
everybody jockeying to get in the box and
fighting for position. Luckily, I had Terry's dad with us. He come in from Oklahoma and stayed the weekend with us and just had a blast. And but he's a life career long truck driver, so he's got that truck driver attitude and mentality. So he basically just kind of went out there and just started doing what he does and talking people up and talking people down and moving this and moving that. And he basically got us right up to the dock door. Like everybody else had to walk through the parking lot, and we backed right up to the dock door and stuff. So, I was thankful that he has the gift of gab talent that he does. So, but so like I said, we loaded that up, then we took it back to the training center, and then we unloaded it, and then we started setting it all back up. And then because I didn't want to come back Monday and have to I had some of my haunt people actually help with Mike and all them, Mike Newsom and Jay and Ralphie, and a couple people stopped up, Big Mike, and they come and helped us and stuff. So I was going to take that help when I could get it. So we basically got the ring and everything all set back up Sunday night, and all I had to do was just tighten the ropes. And then, we had everything else like scattered on the floor, like all of the, the banners and the whatever, the gimmicks and all that stuff and the tools. So we just left it because we were exhausted by that point. And then come back Monday and then, finish tightening the ropes and then straightened up the training center because we had it all tore apart where we were moving everything to get everything out. And then so put the training center back together, hung all the banners back up, so basically my Arnold weekend started Tuesday night and ended that following Monday night. So
long weekend.
Yeah. So needless to say, I was pretty exhausted.
I can't imagine, how exhausted you were, man. It's like, I didn't do a fraction of what you did, and I was tired.
Right. Yeah. Well, see, that's at WrestleFit. I gotta get myself into shape so I can do this stuff.
I know. I need to like have a WrestleFit down here or something,
There you go.
I really would like to be a part of that, but it's not conducive to driving that much.
Right. Yeah. I have to say, if we're going to be doing these big events, I got to be ready. I'll be 50 this year. So, I'm not that old yet, but like I said, I'm getting there. So I got to start getting myself back into shape so I can keep going.
Listen to you, man. You're 50. I just turned 57.
Yeah.
You're bitching about 50.
Oh no, I'm not bitching. I'll be in it when I turn 50 in July. I'll probably be in the best shape I've been in years, like even before when I was wrestling. Because I was fat and stuff when I was wrestling too. But I like I said, I'll probably be in better shape when I'm 50 than I was back when I was 27, 28. That's my goal anyway. I'm getting there.
Well, I was a lot more fit when I was 27 or 28 than I am now. So I tell you that much. But what a weekend,
Oh yeah.
Such amazing talent. We had talent from the NWA. We had talent from FGW. We had talent from OCW. We had, talent just all over the place that wanted to be. You had to turn away talent because we didn't have no spaces.
Yeah. Yeah. We had Jackson Stone from Impact. He was there. And probably a good half dozen wrestlers that was on our card has been on AEW Dark and NWA and stuff like that. So, we had a stacked roster the whole weekend. So, it was a blessing.
Oh, we did. And don't forget, we had the trainer of champions, Cody Hawk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wrestled Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah. He wrestled twice Saturday and then once Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, and we had Magic Jake Dumas. We had Alex Taylor from the NWA. And of course, the big thing is we crowned new tag team champions for New Ohio Wrestling.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Warhorse,
the first ever tag team champions.
Yeah, and they ran the gauntlet. They started out at the beginning of the tournament and made it all the way through. And love them or hate them, their tactics are questionable, but I can't deny the fact that they earned it.
Oh yeah. I said that last match with Luis and Theo was brutal. They were beating the snot out of each other. It's like
they were. Tempers were starting to flare, and
oh yeah.
It was brutal, and it was a miscalculation on Luis and Theo that really turned the tide and gave Warhorse the win.
Yeah. Yeah, and kudos to Luis and Theo, by the way. They just started this new tag team called Bad Boys for Life, and they look good together. They work well together. Yeah, there was a miscalculation at the end that cost them the tag belts, but yeah, I think they're going to be a tag team to be reckoned with. The more they work together and get it tuned in. I mean, I say I'm going to have everybody put them. They're going to put everybody on notice. I'm going to have to keep my eye on them for sure.
Well, I think once they get their communication better,
Mm-hmm.
they could pose a threat to Warhorse.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, even now they gave Warhorse all they could handle until, and like I said, just when, it only takes one mess up, one mishap, and that's what happened. So yeah, like I said, they're going to be a tag team to be watched for sure.
And, of course, Onyx, the penultimate champion, successfully defended the Arnold Sports Festival Championship all weekend long.
Yep. 5 times.
5 times.
He wanted, he asked to be put to the test. He said, it's the Arnold. He's the Arnold champion. He wants to represent and put him to the test. So that's what we did. And, he picked up some big wins. He beat Matt Taylor. He beat Magic Jake Dumas from NWA. I mean, he had some big quality, he had some big quality wins. And, he beat Tommy with Ripper, at his side, trying to pull his shenanigans again. Like I say, he had some big wins this weekend, or this, at the Arnold.
He did too. And these guys took him to task. Don't make, you'll see the video once it gets produced.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, all these guys really, I'll tell you what, Scotty Amos.
Yeah, Amos. I forgot about him. Yeah.
He's a lot smaller, but boy, did he really test Onyx.
Yeah, he took it to him.
He, his speed versus Onyx's size, it
and
could have gone either way.
And his brass knuckles. Let's not forget that.
I didn't see any brass knuckles.
Yeah, we got perfect video of it.
But Magic Jake Dumas too. I mean,
yeah, which he's a big guy.
He is. He definitely is big, big solid guy. And there's a lot of there's a couple of times I thought Onyx was going to lose the belt.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I said, he wanted tested, so that's what we did. And he came through, and kudos to him, on a personal level as well. Cause he worked 5 matches in 3 days, and that's a task for anybody. But not only did he do that, he's been working with us at the training center. As everybody knows, he does our WrestleFit classes. And, that's who my personal trainer is. Cause, outside of wrestling, he's a certified personal trainer. And so he's been working with me and all the other people that do WrestleFit. But also on top of the 5 matches, he did 3 days of an hour-long WrestleFit class demonstration, where he had people like some of our current clients in there doing some WrestleFit to show the crowd. And then he would have the crowd come in, like if somebody wanted to give it a try. And like I said, Saturday especially, I think he had 20-25 people get in there and try it. And I mean, the ring was just busy, like crazy. And we had people of all shapes, sizes, anything. Like we even had one guy that's in a wheelchair, but he can get up and move around. And we got him. We got him in the ring, and he was doing it, climbing up on the ropes and stuff like that. And that was really cool to see. That was kind of a heart puller, tugging on the old heartstrings there to see that. And so yeah, like I said, it was great to see all the effort that he put in to it, and it just shows that he's a believer in the Arnold title. He's a believer in the WrestleFit program. And and I just want to encourage people to take a look at our WrestleFit program. Like I said, there's a lot of work and effort's been going into it. And, so just once again, kudos to Onyx for not only defending the title successfully 5 times, but also 3 days of, doing the WrestleFit classes too. I'm sure he was feeling it on that, that Monday as well.
Oh, I'm sure. That's a lot of stamina. I mean, and let's not forget.
Did 2020 take its toll on your fitness? Well, body slam the pandemic and get back in shape with WrestleFit. This innovative program combines all the fitness regimens you'll need to reach your goals. The WrestleFit workout will bring strength training, cardio, and the world of professional wrestling together in a fun, new, and exciting way. Have yourself a blast working out with dumbbells, kettlebells, slam balls, ropes, tires, and an 18-foot full-size wrestling ring. The WrestleFit workout isn't just for pro wrestlers. The WrestleFit workout is for everybody. At the Now Training Center, you can pursue your fitness goals and learn how to train like a professional wrestler without all the bumps, bruises, and slams with the WrestleFit workout. Go to www.newohiowrestling.com/training for more information, or stop by the Now Training Center at 625 Eastgate Parkway, Blacklick, Ohio, 43004, Unit 6137.
The show, Robbie Starr, has been dethroned.
Yeah, that was going to be my next topic. Yep.
We have a new NOW heavyweight champion in Marion Fontaine.
Yeah. The former handlebar haberdasher.
That he's now the world's finest semi-pro wrestler.
Yep. And the now champion.
Yes. They had a match on Friday, which he came up short on, but on Saturday, Marion was up to the task, and Robbie finally lost his belt.
Yeah. I don't think that those two are done with each other. I'm sure there's gonna be some more down the road. I don't see Robbie. I mean, yeah, Robbie's shady and underhanded and full of himself, but he's not the kind of person to just walk away after he loses a title. So I don't think that's the last you're going to hear of Robbie and Marion Fontaine for sure.
Oh no, as much as Robbie loves that title, he's going to be right back in Marion's face. I mean,
oh yeah,
he's he always crows about how great he is, and you basically had to make him wrestle to defend that title because he kept ducking the challenge.
Yeah. Like I said, he was hard to deal with, he always thought he was too good to come to Columbus unless it was a big time event. And, he would never come and do any kind of what do you want to call it? Personal appearances, I guess, or signings or anything. He was always too good. And, he always had a Ripper or his lawyer or somebody reach out to us and talk for him. And, he was just hard to deal with. So, I'm not I don't want anybody to, lose anything, but, I'm not mad that he's not the champion and we don't have to deal with him anymore on that part of it. So,
but, he's going to be driving you crazy for a rematch.
Oh yeah, he already is. He's already been reaching out to us and everything.
He's throwing out that rematch clause.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and of course he's claiming shenanigans, just like at the last Arnold, when Arnold came out there and he lost the Arnold title to Onyx. He blamed Arnold. Now he's blaming other stuff on this one. So,
let's be real. There in the Arnold, Arnold had a little something to do with it.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say he wasn't distracting. But. That, like I said, it was a historical weekend for New Ohio Wrestling, and an exhausting weekend, a fun weekend, an exciting weekend. I mean, it was basically just a bag of emotions all the way around. And, oddly enough, I was so exhausted on Tuesday that I think I pretty much did overdo it, because I ended up on Wednesday not feeling well. And I was like feeling like I had a head cold, which I figured I was going to get something because it was still a little chilly when the wind blew. And I was there, like I said, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and that back dock door near where we were was open. And I was always, all weekend I was in and out of that in that cold breeze, and I didn't have a jacket or nothing on. And it was just, I was wearing like a shirt. So I was like, I'm going to get sick, I bet. So I started feeling like I was getting a head cold. So just to be safe, I took a COVID test and I ended up testing positive. So, it was an at-home test, and it was like the line was real light. And I was like, I don't know if I trust this or not, because Terry tested too, because she wasn't feeling bad, but she was just wanting to see. So she tested negative. So they said, even if it's a light line, to check, to go take a real test anyway. So we scheduled an appointment and went and did the test the next day. And sure enough, she tested negative. I tested positive. I was like, well, I knew I was going to get a head cold, but I didn't expect I was get COVID. But But like I said, everybody was supposed to wear a mask at the Arnold technically, but yeah, there wasn't very many people doing it, and which I knew, which I'm surprised there wasn't like more people that got COVID. And which like I said, people have their opinions on mask and no mask, and well, like I said, I was fully vaccinated, all this and that, so I figured if nobody's wearing a mask, I'm not. I've had my booster, I've had my full vaccinations, everything that I could get, I've had. So, and then I still get it. It's like that.
To me, it's just like the flu anymore. I mean,
Yeah, that's what it was. I was, which I did, after like we got the call and I was positive, Terry made me go up to the bedroom. And so I was stuck in my bedroom for 5 days, which was, as weird as it sounds, I don't want to sound insensitive because I've had friends, pass away from COVID, but it was kind of a blessing for me because I was so wore down and exhausted, which is probably why I got sick anyway. And so, I was forced to stop and take a break and rest. So it was, it was a chance for me to recover, and all that. So, like I said, it was a blessing and a curse at the same time, I guess.
You don't want to be cooped up there, but at the same time, your body needs time to heal.
Yeah. Yeah. And plus I didn't debate it because, she was there, we have our daughter still living with us. We got the hurricane with us. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to take a chance of putting them at risk. I'm just going to do the responsible thing. And, so I got which I did get some work done, so that was good. Once I got rested, 5 days is a long time. I got my computer and my books and I went back at it and started doing some wrestling work and some marketing work. And so, I did get some work done, but yeah, so I also got some much needed rest. So it was like that. So it was a interesting couple weeks. We'll just say that.
I had a lot of fun too, I gotta say. And I love doing ring announcing for you, but I didn't just do ring announcing this time around, which is unusual.
Yeah.
The last time we did the Arnold at the Kids and Teens Expo, most of the time I was ring announcing, but I did a brief period of color commentary. And Adam Michaels asked if I would join him on color commentary again at this show. And it's like, wow, okay, I thought I did shitty last time, but if Adam wants me, okay. And I had fun. It was really a lot of fun doing color commentary. And I had my monkey suits on, and that's another story. I mean, I bought tuxedo because I had to look good for the Arnold.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't have all my shirts because I couldn't find them. So Saturday morning, I'm out trying to find a shirt that'll fit my big ass. And I'm driving all over Columbus to big and tall men's stores. And I finally found I paid like $70 for this shirt. But I've still got it.
Yeah, I'll hang on to that bad boy.
I don't know where it is. But I couldn't go in. I couldn't do another day in the same shirt. I'd stink.
Yeah, right.
From Friday, it's like,
oh yeah, that was one of my things too. I made sure I had 3 separate, because we wear polo shirts when we do events, so I made sure that I had 3 separate polo shirts and 3 separate pair of pants and everything in my closet, so I'd be ready to go.
Yeah, I've got to put my tuxedo into dry cleaning now.
Mm-hmm.
But my gosh, it was fun for me too. It really was. And
oh yeah,
I can't wait to hear or see, listen. Can't wait to watch the produced shows.
Mm-hmm.
So not only so I can watch everything from a different perspective, but so I can critique myself from when I was doing it, because I want to learn from it, and
oh yeah,
I'm still new at it, but like I said, I had fun, and Adam was great with me.
oh yeah. Yeah, like I say, we're going to have a lot of stuff coming. We had a lot of production there, which I was grateful for. Mallory came in Friday and Saturday and stayed with us all day and did pictures, which we got the pictures back now. They're done. So we're going to start posting pictures. You've probably seen people already posting stuff, the pictures of them and stuff. So yeah, we got some nice looking shots of, everybody. And then we also had 2 different camera crews there. One was, filming a documentary. Well, actually 3. I take that back. Nate was there, and he was filming. He followed us from Wednesday on doing a documentary. So, he followed us around and because we thought it would be kind of neat. For one thing, we've lacked in with the new Ohio Wrestling is telling our story. We haven't told really our story of being a family promotion, me and my wife and running it and the kids helping out. And then, you guys and all the friends and stuff coming in to help out. And so we kind of wanted to start doing documentary type stuff to tell our story and get our story out there. And so he was there. And then, of course, Dirk was there, filmed all 5 shows. So we got all of that needs produced. And then we had other people there that came in and they filmed for us, and which is a new company we're working with here in town. And they did some commercials for us, Snapmare Productions, and they came in and did some commercials for us because we wanted some different new WrestleFit Junior commercials. We want to do some Ohio Pro Wrestling Academy commercials eventually. And then they also filmed the wrestling shows too. So, they got the WrestleFit and the WrestleFit Junior commercials to us already, which we've already started posting them online. But yeah, like I said, the shows are going to take a while because, like I said, it takes a while to do one wrestling event and get it produced and edited and all that. So, now we're laying 5 on them. So it's going to take everybody a little bit, but we're going to have some real cool footage, and people's probably going to be sick of seeing new Ohio Wrestling Arnold stuff here in the coming months because we're going to be pouring it on them. But hey, that's the way it is. And like I said, it'll be out. We're going to have a lot of stuff coming, and like all the videos, all the hits and misses, and all that.
Excellent. What else can we say? I mean, the Arnold's wrapped up. It was a great show, and on the horizon, we're heading over to Third Circle Expo.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And before I forget, also I said, gave kudos to Onyx. I also want to give kudos to the Ohio Pro Wrestling Academy too. James Avery and Sam and Chad, or Cyrus and Tommy Chill. They went out of their way to, come in and do the demonstrations for us. They showed up and helped with the ring set up and tear down and all that. They did their 3 days of they did 2 days of pro wrestling training. We canceled the Sunday one because the gut check and stuff, which the Sunday show was total chaos. Like all the matches got changed around, and actually Tommy Chill stepped up for me and because I was already busy as it was. So then I'm like, now I got to rewrite this whole show. And Tommy Chill stepped up and took over and basically rewrote the whole Sunday show for me. And got everybody's matches, got their order, got them in place. So, huge thanks to him for that, because that was a big weight off my shoulders. Once I seen because he does Pro Wrestling Live, that's his company. They do their show. So he's already, knows how to do it. So once I seen he had the paper and he sat down at the table, I was like, all right, he's got it. I was like, so I could move on. And, but yeah, I mean, those guys did great. They got in there and did some wrestling demonstrations. We had a lot of interest in pro wrestling training. We had somebody actually sign up at the Arnold, get started for pro wrestling training on Saturday. They signed up. So, and we've had a bunch of, interest since then. And so like I said, and same with WrestleFit, we've got a lot of feedback about the Pro Wrestling Academy and a lot of feedback about the WrestleFit. And so I think it was pretty successful. And just kudos to those guys as well. Actually, Queen Aminata, she came in and helped do the pro wrestling training too. She was, a participant and a student and stuff like that, and her and others, So yeah, like I said, big thanks to all those guys. And it was great to have everybody just, like I said, it went a lot smoother than I expected it, with all the wheels and gears we had turning, with all the different, things we had going on, and it went a lot smoother than I expected. So, kudo to the whole team, wrestlers, announcers, refs. We had a lot of the Carnage Haunted House people show up for volunteers. Some of Onyx's personal trainees came that, are clients of his. They came and helped. A lot of people came and helped out and volunteered, and that was a huge, relief. A lot of the WrestleFit clients, came and showed up and helped. So, it was awesome to see.
Don't forget the James Avery Open Challenge.
Yeah. I thought about it and I didn't mention it, but yeah. And also on top of doing his training classes, he also wrestled. He actually wrestled 6 times, I believe. No, he did. No, he ended up 5 times. So yeah, he also wrestled 5 times. And yeah, he did the James Avery Open Challenge. He had his own. He's got a belt made for it. And yeah, so he did one match at the end of each training session, and then he was on, every day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So big kudos to him for putting in the work, and as well. So yeah, he did the 5 matches and then 2 days of pro wrestling training. So he wasn't a slouch from that weekend either. He was putting the work in.
I've got to say this before we shift gears, but one of his recent graduates, Austin Blaise.
Mm-hmm.
Promoters in the area need to watch this guy. He's
something, ain't
he? He is something. I mean, he just has skyrocketed right through training, and
yep, he's only been wrestling like 5 or 6 months at this point.
Right, and he's solid. He's a high flyer.
Got a good look.
Yeah, good look, great gimmick. And he brings it. I mean, his match with Tommy Chill.
Mm-hmm. They did real well.
Yeah, somebody who outweighs him by quite a bit.
Like 3 times.
But he was up to task, and I don't think I've seen anybody move that quickly through the pro wrestling training ranks in recent memory. I mean, obviously there's others that have, but
yeah,
Austin is just, I remember seeing him he was a green trainee just a few months ago.
Yeah, he actually, I believe he started training like right around the time we opened up the training center. Exactly. And James Avery and them brought the Ohio Pro Wrestling Academy over to the Now Training Center. That's when he first started. So it's been a year, almost a year. So yeah, he's definitely got some potential and some talent. So
watch out for this kid. He's going places.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And like I said, we even put him in a mixed tag with Lena Lennox was his partner. And then we put him in with Andrew Palace and Katie Arquette, which is 2 seasoned wrestlers. And even Lena Lennox herself is a seasoned wrestler. And, like I said, I didn't get to see the whole match because I was running around, but from what I did see, he was in there holding his own. So, kudos to him.
Yep, he was definitely. I was doing color commentary for that one. So I was watching the whole thing, and he's going to be one to watch. I mean, promoters really need to keep an eye on him because.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Looking. So that's about the wrap up for the Arnold.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like I said, there's not much more to say. And if there is, I probably done forgot it anyway, because like I said, so much went on, that some things you forget. And except for the fact that Terry kept making me go back to the Celsius stand and get her Celsius drinks. He was, it's got, I don't drink energy drinks or stuff like sport drinks and stuff, but she likes that Celsius because it's, supposed to be good for you and all that, but I just haven't tried them yet. So I went up and got one, like it was for me, and I give it to her. So she had like 6 of them when we were all done.
Should have been wired.
Yeah. Well, she didn't drink them all. She brought up like most of them home. She only had 1 or 2, but yeah, she just wanted to get as many as she could.
And, next on the horizon is Squared Circle Expo.
Yeah. Coming up.
Yeah. We're doing this recording on March 24th. So, just April 15th and 16th, we're going to be in Indianapolis rubbing elbows with some big stars.
Oh yeah. Yep. It's going to be another fun one. Like I said, we got our hotel booked. We got our vendor tables taken care of. We're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah. And I booked the same hotel this year. So
yeah, there you go. So you'll have some elevator stories yourself now.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get Andrew Anderson to chop you a little bit.
I'd rather have somebody like Medusa, but okay.
Yeah.
She won't be there, but hey, Chelsea Green.
There you go.
Mickey James. Scarlett Bordeaux. Yes.
Yeah. All kind of good stars there. It's gonna be a fun weekend for sure.
Oh, they've got so many more stars than they had last year. I really hope they've expanded their space.
Right. Yeah. And we're going to be better prepared. We're going to have video this year.
Yes, we are.
So,
But no headbangers.
yeah, I know. And I haven't seen Boogeyman either. Is Boogeyman coming back or?
I haven't seen him on the guest list yet.
Yeah. So Shauna dodged another bullet.
Yeah. We're still going to tease her about it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we did that during Arnold weekend.
Yeah. But yeah, I wanted so much to get the headbangers on video this time around.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe next time.
Oh, yeah.
But definitely video. There's not going to be this audio crap. It's all going to be, there'll be audio for the audio portion of the podcast, which will just rip off of the video. But
right. Yeah.
For those of you that want to watch the video, you'll be able to see everything that we do at Squared Circle Expo this year.
Oh, yeah.
So, wow, I can't wait for that. It's been busy. And, New Ohio Wrestling, WrestleFit, and WrestleHorror are getting a lot of buzz.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, there's nothing else to say for now, but keep watching and listening.
Oh, yeah. Like I say, we got some stuff coming down the road. We got some shows coming up here in the spring and summer. Might have an announcement here within the next week or two of another event we're going to be doing, possibly in May. So, like I said, we'll just keep it under wraps until we get the final word for now. But I know one in June and one in July, we got a couple shows on Thursday night that we're doing for Fortress Obets. And so we're looking forward to that. And then, again, like I said, we're in talks with some people about maybe doing one or two other shows this year. And then we're going to have the Zucchini Fest and stuff again. So, so it's going to be a busy summer for us. So we're ready.
Definitely. It's, a lot of restrictions have been lifted. So we're doing shows.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're getting back at it. We're getting back to where we were planning on 2020. And when they came on the news, 2 days before we were supposed to set up for the Arnold and canceled on us. We had big plans for ramped up for that year. So, now we're got to get back into it stuff. So,
wow, so much going on, Donnie, but let's not give it all away, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, not yet.
So for myself, Meathook Jim, and my co-host, Donnie Hoover, this has been the Arnold recap, and we will catch you on the next episode.
Yep. See you guys.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media outlets: Facebook.com/WrestleHorror, Instagram @WrestleHorror, Twitter @WrestleHorror, on YouTube at the WrestleHorror channel. And you can also find us on our website, www.WrestleHorror.com.